Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere.
And it's Mike.
And this is Talk About It. Hashtag
Talk About It. Oh, I came late on it. Shit.
And this is episode 9.
Yeah. Episode 9.
Episode 9. Almost hit double digits. Next week we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be celebrating the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Episode 10. It's Tuesday the 9th of February today. And this podcast should be coming out
on Thursday
the 11th.
At like midnight. So basically late Wednesday if you're staying up. So yeah, let's get into the first topic.
Basically recently 2 mixtapes came out. Well, there's been a lot of music out, but I think in the trap, if you're into like trap or rap, hip hop, the 2 big albums.
Yeah,
well, I guess they're called albums, right?
I don't know.
Future definitely said his one's an album.
Future said his one's an album. It's a mixtape basically.
Yeah.
I think Young Thug, I don't know what he said it was because it was Slime Season 3, then he changed it. I don't know if he said it's an album now or whatever.
Slime Season 3 still coming.
Okay, so I don't know if this is an album or a mixtape, but let's just call it album.
Yeah, let's just call them albums. So yeah,
because they're selling them, aren't they?
Future's #Evil. Yeah, they are selling them. And Young Thug's Up both came out. Now the thing is that they kind of had a bit of banter. Did you see that on Twitter? Well, it wasn't even banter. It was like straight up, like Young Thug basically saying. Stop putting out these tunes, like basically like saying I'm better than you. You wish you was me, and then Future was doing it as well, and it was so silly, fam. Why weren't they just atting each other?
I don't think it's serious. I think it's just promotional.
Just promotion?
Yeah, I think it's just promotional.
Yeah.
I think it is just promotional. Do
you think they're cool?
I think they are cool. I think they're probably going to come out with a track or a joint mixtape or something like that. I don't think this is actually beef. I don't think because there's nothing. They
use the same producers. It makes sense that they should be cool.
There's no real problem between them, so I don't think
like Young Thug has had real problems like with the game.
I don't see anything that would have sparked anything to trigger those sort of messages other than let's do some promotion and make it look like beef and whatnot. So I think they are working together in tandem to boost their sales and joint promote their projects.
Yeah. So Future doesn't need that boost though. Thugger needs the boost more.
Yeah, but people like Thugger. Like Young Thug is popping out here.
Yeah,
like, but
popping.
People just don't buy his albums. But people love Young Thug out here. Like Young Thug is popping.
But Future has been out longer, so he does have that other target that Young Thug doesn't have yet. Like Future's been out here. He's made top 40 records.
Yeah.
Well, not top 40, but you know what I mean. Commercial radio singles that like are more floating in that way. But in the streets and in like Thugger's popping as much as Future.
I think
on
so.
The same level, but on the commercial level, there's probably some white guy out there that knows Future but just doesn't know Young Thug or just doesn't care about Young Thug the same way as Future. Probably just heard him on the Drake "What a Time to Be Alive" fam. There's probably some new Drake fans that didn't even know about Future fam.
You think so?
Yeah,
probably because I think like they're basically they're bringing their fan bases together in it, so they're gonna be picking up new fans from whoever they collaborate with. So it's just a good business move either way.
All right, but let's get into the actual projects.
Yeah,
which one did you prefer? Evil, which was Future's, or Up?
I would have to say I think I'm with I'm Up at the moment.
It's dead. Well, it wasn't dead, but I'm going with Future's Evil.
I think I'm more vibing with Young Thug right about now. Like Future just seems like he's giving me the same stuff again and again.
No way. And it just keeps getting better.
Keeps getting I don't better. Like the simplistic beats in the background and him just saying whatever, just talking about the Zannies and the Perkies.
Let's be honest with the people. Since Monster, which came out after Honest,
I didn't like that.
That's when it was going downhill for you.
I was like, allow it, Future. Bring back the Honest.
But that for me was him going up, fam.
No way, man. I like the Honest. I like the pop singles, the ballads.
There was only a couple
I like
songs
those.
on that.
I like that sort of music in it. So that's what I like to hear from Future. When I hear him putting his talents to good use and like just delving in with the songwriting and trying to make great songs, I appreciate that. So when I see him devolve into just doing whatever to just pump out this trash music or whatever, like this recyclable music that he'll just make like 10 albums sounding the same and shit just to pop that out and fucking capitalize off his hotness, I'm like, no, Future, you can do better than that. You was Future Hendrix the other day. What's going on, fam? What are you doing? No, you don't care. No, when I heard Dirty Sprite 2, I was like, no, Future, what are you doing? This is an album.
Be like the only nigga that like flipping prefers the pop Future than the trap Future.
I can still fuck with some of the trap songs. He does sometimes give me a good melody here and there and like give me some entertaining bars and whatnot. But I do prefer. I did like Honest. I did really like Honest, and I think that is probably his best project. Yeah, I loved that. I thought it was great. Like, I really liked it.
I think it was good. I don't think it was whack, but it wasn't his best. It wasn't, man.
I think it was better than Pluto. I think Pluto was kind of mediocre. Honest was way better. And then I think
they're the same level.
I don't think...
Yeah. I'm thinking... Yeah, they're the same level. I feel like with Pluto and Honest, there's a few tracks that I like, and then the rest of them I was just like,
Nah. Honest was really good. I think there was only like 2 skippers or something.
Then I heard Monster, and I was just like, I was still meh.
You told me Monster was shit, yeah.
I was still meh, it's dead. But then I heard, which one changed it for me? I missed Beast Mode, and I heard 56 Nights, which was hard. And then I heard fucking...
I didn't even listen to all these mixtapes, to be honest.
And then I heard Dirty Sprite 2, which was hard.
I tried to listen to 56 Nights, and I just wasn't feeling it.
I had to go back, fam. I had to go back. I listened to Monster again. I listened to Beast Mode again. I listened to 56 Nights.
Yeah, because now you got a new appreciation for it, because you actually understand where he's coming from and what he's trying to do.
Yes, fam.
I think if I'm looking at it from that perspective, like what he's trying to do with this sort of music, I understand it. I think it's good for what it is. He does what he does, and like he's good at what he does. He makes the music that you guys will eat up next month and the month after that and keep on eating it. And he's just reheating it in the microwave, and you lot are cool with that. And he's out here doing shows and whatnot. So fair enough. Like if that's what he wants to do, fair enough. But personally,
you're making it sound like it's some takeaway music, fam. Like it's some fast food music.
It is. It's fast food. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, it's fast food music.
It's not the luxury restaurant music that they dish out for you on the back or the plate served.
They ain't cooking it in the back here with love.
There's no love in it.
There's no love.
It's getting deep fried or pure fat.
Deep fried. It's just coming out of a bit of plastic.
It's unhealthy.
Deep fried,
but it tastes good.
In a bun. Yeah,
it's for those late nights that you have after on a Friday night.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up.
Greasy kebab for the wrap.
That's what I'm saying, fam. It'll fuck you up, but it tastes great at the time. It's not something that's gonna last for ages. You don't want to eat it in 4 months. Like, you can't come back to it. It's not that sort of shit.
That makes sense, but I think it will last for ages. I think that's what you're not getting, fam. I feel like this era of Future right now is his prime time right now.
You don't think that this is disposable music?
Nah, fam, because we're going to have a connection to this music.
You think there's connections with this music?
Fam, the music that we're listening to now is going to be the music that when we're 50 and we're going to be like, those were the days.
Oh, not Future's new stuff,
yes,
though. I don't feel that any emotional connection to Future's stuff. He's just talking about spending money and fucking bitches and popping pills. Like, that's what he's talking about. There's no emotional connection. Sometimes he talks about trapping and how terrible it is and stuff, and maybe there's some emotional connection there.
Emotion in it, fam. You can hear it in his voice, fam. That little Haiti baby.
I didn't hear any emotion on that. There was no feelings. I don't get any feelings from listening to Future or Young Thug, really. But I like Young Thug's melodies. Young Thug comes with the great melodies and stuff.
I think Young Thug's was good, but I've just heard better from Young Thug, to be honest. And I feel like because I think this was a good project, though. No, it was a good project. It was good.
Do you know what I think the ratio was what I expected from Thug.
Yeah, but you know, I like what they're doing, and they're smart. They know that they can't put out like 20 tracks and all of that. They're just doing like Future done 12 and Thug done 9. Yeah, it was concise. Like it was.
Because instead of putting out 20 track projects, you could just split in half, put out a 10-track project, then you could put out another 10-track project in a month. Like they want to do. They just want to keep on flooding the market and putting out something every month, so people are like, oh my days, these people are incredibly hard workers. and whatnot.
What you're saying, it takes them like one day to make all 10 of those tracks.
I didn't say that. that's a bit mad. That's a lot of recording and whatnot. Like maybe the producers are doing more than people think they are. Because if all they do is go in the booth and just fucking say whatever, and then the producer cuts it up and puts it in a cohesive state and puts his effects on it, then the producer is probably like the biggest artist, like on those tracks, like the biggest contributor.
But we don't know how they record.
Yeah, I don't know how they record. I don't know what input they have in the engineering stage and all that sort of shit. But that is a big part of the music that you're hearing. If there was no engineering on that, it would probably sound really, really crap.
Oh yeah, engineering in general is very, very important. Music engineering.
But that's where all the time is spent.
Yeah, that's
like the producing and the engineering.
40's putting in.
I think they're just getting in the booth and just saying whatever. And then unless they're one of those artists that like enjoyed the engineering and shit, or add their 2 cents. I doubt it. But yeah, I doubt it too.
But like engineers always will work harder than artists because like they have more. Yeah, it's like we said, they've got to do all of that shit.
Yeah,
keep listening to it and
that's the long part. So if you're recording 10 tracks, you can feasibly record 10 tracks a day if you're not engineering it and doing all that sort of shit. But
after that, that's probably what they are doing.
That is long though. If you're writing that's long. Write. But if you're just going in the booth and saying whatever and talking about peanut butter jelly and whatever, then it was really just, it's probably feasible.
No, but Fugger's tape was good, man.
I think it was good. It was cohesive. I could hear what he was saying and stuff, and there was good melodies.
He's the melody king. I feel like that's the thing he has over Future. He has better melodies than him. Yeah, but I just feel like Future's
this
songs
is what I'm saying.
Better.
This is what I'm saying. When Future's on that pop shit, he's got the melodies, fam. This is what he's not displaying the melodies over here on this trap like disposable shit. He's not really caring that much.
He does care.
I don't think he cares that much right about now. I just think he's putting out
the time of his life right now.
Yeah, of course.
So of course he cares.
But you prefer the Future project, right?
Yeah, and you prefer the Young Thug's one.
Yeah. So why do you prefer the Future project when you know that Thug is the melody king?
I said that's the one thing over the Future's one that Thugger has. But like, the one thing that Thugger has over Future, I think, is melodies. But I feel like
Thug is a vibe, fam.
I feel like Future's a vibe as well, fam.
But these two projects, I think Future had like 4 good songs on his project. Like I think a lot of them were skippable. A lot of them didn't really have the memorable choruses that I needed.
There's no skippers. There's a couple skippers on Thuggers, but there's no skippers on Future.
Yeah, there's what?
There's no skippers. Fam.
You're joking. It's because you're in this vibe of listening to that sort of music and you don't care if it sounds crap or not. Because you're like that hipster that says it's supposed to sound crap.
What do you mean? It sounds hard, fam. This is like when you said that Kendrick's album was dead and it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right.
It's hard, fam.
It's not melodically music, right, fam. It's out of tune. There was so many out of tune horns and stuff.
But fam, Future's tape, when I heard it, like from as soon as I started listening to it, like obviously I'd heard Thuggers. But as soon as I started listening to it, I just heard...
You just put in the zone.
Oh, yeah.
You just heard Future's voice and you was like, yeah, take me. No, man. I'm going to Codeine Land.
You
light up a spliff and you was there, fam.
I was put in the zone. But like, no, but as I keep listening to it, I keep liking it more and more. And when I'm in the gym, I go, like, that music in the gym gasses me more than Thugger's one.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thugger's one has more slower songs. Like Future's one has less slower songs, and I guess I haven't
really given them like thorough analysis.
I listen to them both every day.
I
listen to both tapes back to back every day.
I haven't really done that. I think I listened to Thugger's once in headphones, and then other than that, I've probably listened to it like just out on the laptop speaker, so it's not really getting the thorough analysis that it needs. And Futures, I think I listened to it once in headphones, and I had to skip past a couple tracks because they were just super dead.
Nah, you're mad.
So,
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I do understand that Young Thug and Future are not the best.
I had to go back to listening to Drake, man. I had to. I felt like my mind was going to mush listening to all this shit. Like all they're talking about is fucking and committing crimes and taking drugs from. Like I had to listen to some masterful wordsmiths.
Future and Thugger, they both rap about the same projects. I mean, they both rap about the same topics, not projects. But flipping, obviously, you know, when you're gonna listen to what I had to realize, because I thought that they were both dead back in the day, fam. Yeah. And Gucci Mane. Remember when you brought me on Gucci Mane?
You have to understand what you're coming for. You have to understand what you want. Yeah. And then you have to just understand that this is what you're gonna get. You can't go to them and think they're gonna give you like loads of gems. And then when they do give you gems, you're like, oh my days, fam. Yeah, like he just went in. But really, like most of it was just garbage. But you came there for the garbage and you're cool with the garbage, and that's just what. No, but
we all have that ignorant side in us. Yeah, that's what it taps into.
Yeah, sometimes you just like to hear some ignorant music. Yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But when I listen to it too much, I have to settle a little bit and chill out and fling on someone that actually uses words in a great way and like is a kind of poet, but not poetry, because I'm not really into that, to be honest.
Yeah, I hear what you mean. Like, obviously, I know that in this new age of rap, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are like the top rappers. They're the rappers. They are just ticking all the boxes. Like they can give you the ignorant, they can give you the songs, they can give you the chart, they can give you the conscious rap. Like they're full round artists. Obviously Drake, I feel like, is more round. Yeah. And I feel like J. Cole has his lane and Kendrick has his lane, but Drake is definitely in the forefront. But like I know that those three are gonna be named as like those were the rappers. Like Pac and Biggie would nod to them, you get me? Yeah. But like then you've got this other ATL wave of this, which all hell trap guard Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane started it. I feel like in Atlanta, Gucci's like the Wiley.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
he seems like he puts everyone on, innit?
Yeah, he puts everyone on, and then
brings everyone in. He's like the grandfather of yeah. So looking at that, who do you think is like the best person out of the Atlanta trap scene?
The Atlanta trap scene.
Hint.
Well, when I'm in group, you know, we're talking about the new age, so we're not going to include. I feel like Gucci's obviously the godfather, but I feel like T.I. and Young Jeezy are like legends as well. Yeah. So I'm not going to include those.
We're talking about mumble music.
Man called it mumble music. I don't like how you disrespect it like this, man. Like, this is the music I've been banging out every day.
Let's call it trap. New trap,
man. We got to just respect what it is. I feel I've listened to all of them. Some I feel is totally garbage. Some I had to listen to more to get into it more. Yeah. But like I feel like at the moment the best is Future. I feel like at the moment the best is Future.
Over everyone.
Out of all of them at the moment, yeah. But it's very close, to be honest, in my mind. I feel like it's very close. I feel like Young Thug's just after him. And I feel like Quavo's just under them.
I think Quavo is the top, man.
I think Quavo's
underrated because he has to hold up the Migos.
But I feel Migos as a group is like struggling to enter 6 man or something.
You think they're not even top 5?
Fam, Takeoff and Offset are dead.
No, they're not. They're passable. That's what they are. They're passable.
They're dead. And
they're
you know
passable.
What, fam? When I listen to Migos tapes, I feel like I only like 2 or 3 tracks from it. It's not the same when I listen to a Thug or a Future tape.
I hear what you're saying, but sometimes, Takeoff comes with a good verse, maybe a chorus or something. Takeoff does his job certain times. Offset, I'd never really hear that much greatness from him. Really, but Quavo is the shining star in Migos.
Quavo's hard. Quavo, can't take that away.
Quavo, if he was a solo artist, would definitely be the best.
I feel like if Quavo was a solo artist, he wouldn't be the best, but it would be so much better. He would be right there under Young Thug and Future. I think
he's number 1 because he's got the melodies, he's got the singing choruses, he's got the rap. Like, he can come out and say some outrageous shit that man needs to hear from time to time. Quavo's got it, man.
Quavo's good, I can't lie.
You think Future's better?
I feel like Future's better and I feel like Young Thug's better. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess they all are in the top 5, so let's just say that. You're not saying Migos.
Those 3 are top 3 selected. Migos, I don't. Nah.
So who's
I Love McConan to.
What? Oh my god! Does he even count? Like, he just makes trash. He makes liquid trash. He makes audio trash, fam. It just sounds like diarrhea, fam. There's no melody. There's no cohesiveness. There's no. I don't even know what happened. Tuesday was a fluke. Tuesday was sick. That was a banger. Drake came and refined it, made it great. And then just everything else I hear from him is just, it's just disgusting, fam. Makes me want to vomit. Like, I just can't listen to him. And I've tried. I've given him a chance, fam. What are you doing? Are you trying to look for his...
No, I was checking for other artists that I could add in. Is Ray Shrimmer? No, they're not even from Atlanta, innit?
I don't know where they're from.
And neither is Fetty Wap, fam. But do you know what? We got to think about that, fam. The way that Atlanta sound, though.
Yeah, Atlanta sound has
because look at Travis Scott, fam.
Yeah, Travis Scott is
a thief. If he was actually from Atlanta,
Travis Scott is an actor.
He'd be the best out of all of them.
He is an actor.
Because he takes that sound and then he takes real music.
Yeah, he's a songwriter. He is. He's a songwriter. That's what he is. He's not a rapper.
But wait, flipping on. I can't say he's new Kanye because
Kanye's still here.
Yeah, and because Kanye never started off that way. Kanye started off as a producer.
And Travis Scott he's just sampling all the latest beats. That's what he does, you know?
Yeah.
He samples a lot of the latest beats.
Yeah, I can hear it. But I like it. I don't care.
Because you like the beat already.
Yeah, I feel like
he's taking a shortcut.
He takes what's popping now and turns it into his own. That's why I feel like he's such a new Kanye. Because Kanye would sample old beats back in the day, but nowadays he's basically just...
I feel like you got to do more to it.
But that's how music is now, like...
I don't... Because I produce most of my stuff from the ground up.
Yeah, but you still take inspiration. Like, you got inspiration.
Yeah, but I don't just take a fucking whole beat and just like...
He doesn't take the whole beat.
Basically, he does. He just takes samples that other people already used, or just samples the beat and doesn't do very much to it. Like, and then just sings over it. And adds loads of distortion and shit. Hard. He just makes it eerie. Makes it dark. That's the word. He makes it dark. He dark nights it. Like how all the fucking comic book movies were light and fucking cheerful before the Dark Knight. After the Dark Knight, everything was dark. Like every fucking comic book movie is dark now. They're all based in like realistic things and shit like that. That's what Travis Scott does to... like popping songs, yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but he's sick, fam. I don't care.
Yeah, I still like him. I just take it for what it is, isn't it?
But like, it's mad how the Atlanta sound, fam, is just moving across the country, and he's not even from ATL.
Because it sounds great, isn't it?
It's moving across the world. Like, there's so many artists in the fucking UK that are sounding like they're from Atlanta, fam, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, the American accent stuff annoys me. Like, don't do an American accent.
The flow and just...
Like, I don't mind if you do it, but you still have your English accent.
So much.
Yeah, but as long as you still just sound like you're from the UK, you're not trying to like sound like you're in Atlanta or something, then fair enough. But if you're using an American accent, then I just feel like it's so phony.
That's what Wiley was getting onto Krept and Conan about.
They weren't using an American accent.
No, but he was saying that their album sounds too Drakey, and that's how...
But they weren't using an American... If they rapped in an American accent, then I'd be like, don't do that. But sounds. They didn't rap in an American accent, but we're getting off tangent. What's the next subject? Yo, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to check out the full podcast, you can click on the SoundCloud link in the description, or you can search for Jay Cartere or talk about it in the podcast section of the iTunes store, and you can find us there. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you next time. It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.